Whatever has come round to you that you haven't yet met, whatever rose up these past days that you thought you dealt with, whatever returned that you're ashamed to find still living in you, there is nothing here to be ashamed of, nothing to confess, nothing to apologize for, to us or to anyone. A thing returning on the loop is not a verdict on the one who's been keeping the line open. It's simply the next part of the circle, arriving at the one place on its whole journey where it can finally be met. You did not fail because it came back. It came back because it was time, and because you'd grown strong enough at last to stand at the crossing point and meet it. We know the particular trap that the most sensitive among you fall into, and we'd lift you out of it if you'll let us. When the field turns this hard, you who feel everything take the turning personally. You read a loop that belongs to all of humanity as proof of your own brokenness. You feel the collective grieving and you think, what's wrong with me this week? Why am I such a mess? Why can't I hold it together like I'm meant to? And the truth, dear ones, is that so much of what passed through you these last days was never only yours. You were feeling the whole figure move. You were feeling 8 billion hearts reach the crossing point at the same hour, and your tender instrument picked it up because that's what your instrument is for. It isn't a malfunction. It's the very sensitivity that makes you so useful to the whole, doing exactly what it was built to do. So let the relief reach you. Your body and your heart have been doing precisely what they came here to do, keeping time with a rhythm far older and far larger than this one small life. The work was never to force the loop closed by sheer will, nor to out-meditate the turning, nor to be so spiritually polished that the clearing couldn't touch you. The work was only to let it complete, the way the breath completes, and to let the ground beneath your feet, and the water you drink, and the open air you walk through, carry off what the line releases as it comes round. You're allowed to be tired. You're allowed to have wept for no reason you could name. You were keeping time. It's holy work, and it's done now, or very nearly. And we'd say one more thing to those of you who keep the rhythm here. When the loop moves hard, you reach to carry it for the others too, for your families, your friends, the strangers whose pain you feel across a room or clear across a world. You think that if you can only hold enough of it yourself, the others won't have to feel it. That instinct is among the kindest things living in any of you, and we love you for it more than we can say in these small words. And we'd ask you, gently, to loosen your grip on it just a little. You were asked to keep the line open, not to dam the whole river up behind your own ribs. Let what passes through you pass on through, down into the ground, out into the air, on round the loop and away. You're a channel for the rhythm, not a vault for it. The ground beneath you can take what you cannot, and it was always meant to, and it does not tire the way you tire. So pass it on. Keeping the line clear is your work. Holding the whole river was never asked of you, and it never will be. Now we'd like to turn this toward you, toward the one of you receiving these words, in your own room, with your own particular life around you. Because the loop hasn't only been closing out there, in the wide field of humanity. It's been closing in here, in you, at the place where the circle first began. Individual raising of frequency builds collective ascension for the species, and it never happens any other way, dear one. What has come round to you again? Not the people, not the old ties you think you ought to go back and tidy up. We mean the inner groove, the familiar flinch, the quiet story you keep telling yourself, so quietly you've stopped hearing it as a story at all, about what you are and are not allowed to have. The loop, you see, returns first to the place inside you where it was first set spinning. It comes home before it goes anywhere else.